Today we are going to talk about ДЕРЖАТЬ. We need different prefixes to have new words. ДЕРЖАТьь means to hold or to keep. I will try to use those two words to explain the translation and the meaning of new words. Let's try. Маша не умеет держать себя в руках. What does it mean? Mostly it's about anger. To keep her anger, to hold herself in arms. We always talk about imperfective here and always use в руках. She can't hold her anger in her own eyes, in her own arms. If we talk about perfective, so it means one situation, one certain situation, we are not going to use в руках anymore. We will use this. Сдержалась. Но вчера она сдержалась. С means to herself. The action was done to herself. And this prefix means that she did it only once. So her anger she kept, she held yesterday once. No hands for perfective forms. Ты видишь девушку, которая держит букет цветов? Here, держать means to hold, literally in your hands. Она держит букет цветов. We already know that держать means to hold. Задержать. What does it mean? За prefix means behind, and the translation of the prefixes will help you to learn and understand the words. Yeah, it's a criminal or a lawbreaker, and we can hold him behind the bars. So, задержать, it can be as to apprehend this person. Полицейский задержал вора и отвез его в участок. He held him, not to catch, but he held him and took him to the police station. Задержать. For imperfective form, it would be задерживать. Imperfective means all the time, always the background. Каждый день полиция задерживает 20 правонарушителей. Правонарушителей. Again, за means behind. You can think about those bars, and they just hold them back. They just keep them. Задерживать you also can to hold your breath. Профессиональные пловцы могут задерживать дыхание надолго. And you keep it. Задерживать дыхание. They can do it all the time. Imperfective form. Задерживать. But if it's about once, yeah, one action, specific time, задержать, we go back to perfective form. Вчера мой брат задержал дыхание на 6 минут. Это его рекорд. Great. Задержал. So you can feel no difference between the criminal, yeah, lawbreaker, and holding breath. Because it's actually the same mechanism here to keep it, to hold it, and not to move it to another place, not to help or not allow it to move on. Задержаться. Ся we already know, I mentioned it, it's just to yourself. How you can hold yourself. Извини, я сегодня задержусь на работе. It means I will hold myself at work because maybe I have some more things to do. Извини, я сегодня задержусь. Where? Где? На работе. Nobody just is holding her. She decided it herself. She will hold herself. She will keep herself at work. If I put у, prefix удержать, I first need to think about у, that it means away. Somebody is going away, somebody is moving away, and I want to hold this person just to try to stop him from going away, moving away. Девочка не может удержать собаку. Be careful, it's not just about hugs, it's not about your own arms that you will use to hold this dog. You see that there is a tool. It's not her own hands around this dog. Otherwise it would be держать without у. As we had the girl with the flowers. Девушка держит. She's holding with her hands those flowers. But here удержать, not to let go. A little bit abstract, but still about holding it. Not with your hands, but with some tools. It can be maybe a love that can help you to keep your husband not to run away from you. It can be maybe the promise that you gave to your parents not to let them, again, some kind of running from you. It can be something abstract or it can be certain, but you keep some tools to keep those creatures moving from you. Удержать. Удержаться. Now you have a urge, you want to go, to move, you want to move towards something that you desire, but you want to keep yourself from moving, from doing this something that you actually desire very strongly. Девочка не смогла удержаться и купила себе мороженое. Okay, she is not running, nope, but she really wants this ice cream. It's her wish. It's this force that is just pushing her to this ice cream. And she couldn't hold herself, tight herself, not to allow herself to move to this desired ice cream. She couldn't. Девочка не смогла удержаться. It's about some temptations, some desires that you was allowed or even couldn't stop yourself from realizing your wishes. Удержаться. Поддержать. Под means under. It means to support somebody. Марк меня поддержал в трудной ситуации. In that situation, he supported me. Why pod? It's just some kind of thing that you put under the chair when it's shaking. For example, the table or the chair has 4 legs. 3 are just right. yeah, and the force is just maybe shorter a little bit. You just need to put something under it to make it stable. You support this chair or table with something to make it stable, to maybe keep on going its functions. Марк меня поддержал в трудной ситуации. Yeah, he also just gave me some kind of balance. Поддерживать would be imperfective form, and the example about imperfective. Он меня всегда поддерживает. All the time. He is just doing this. Also, you can support somebody's idea, or another one поддержать разговор. To keep, to hold the conversation. Он умеет поддержать разговор. As I said, you also can поддерживать somebody's idea. Он поддержал мою идею. Also possible. Поддержать. A lot of things we put together. Let's go here first. Ся, it means it would be done to yourself. Is means out. По means for a while. Погулять, почитать, поспать. To read for a while, to sleep for a while. So по means the actions that you are going to do for a while, or you've done for a while. Я поиздержался сегодня немного. Quite difficult to translate. What does it mean? Think that you were in the mall. You bought several things. It doesn't matter how pricey they were, but you bought them. And finally, you checked your wallet, and you can say «Я поиздержался сегодня немного». It means not that you just out of money. No, you have money, but maybe you spent a little bit more than you expected. And as a fact, you just can have the statement. Я поиздержался сегодня немного. По means that it's just not one buying. It's not just a very big buying that maybe took a lot of money from your wallet. It was some kind of shopping spree. You were going, buying several things, so it took you some time. Is, no, because you are of course out of money. Not all of them, but some of them. And you need just to say this sentence because you were not expecting to spend so much. But again, you have some money left. It's not just only how much you wanted to spend. Я поиздержался сегодня немного. Even I put немного here just to show you that it's not so catastrophic situation. Держать. So means together. Also not easy to understand. You can hold yourself. You can hold a life in yourself. It means you feed yourself. You take care of yourself. So you, in this way, you just hold yourself somehow. But what it means so? It means you have somebody who will use your money as well, and you will support them with your money. Usually it's used with your mistress or your kids. But be careful, if we talk about Василий. Василий не хочет содержать детей, но с удовольствием содержит любовницу. What does it mean? We have different ways of содержать. With the mistress, it's obvious it's something negative and she needs his money and he just he co-holds her with himself. He feeds him and he feeds her because she just asks him for money. But what about kids? It's not so bad that you feed your kids. Yeah, it's what you actually have to do, what you like to do if you like your kids. Usually содержать детей is used by court and it's all about divorce. When you're already divorced, you have your kids, their mom or their dad, and you need to support them. You need to support yourself, and you just need to support them also with money. Quite negative, but as I said, it's about divorced parents who needs to give their money to their kids. Otherwise, you wouldn't use this содержать if they do it voluntary. Yeah. Usually it's used when they don't want to do this, and you start using содержать детей when you want to insist that it's their children and they have to spend their money for them, yeah, or on them. Держаться, держаться, again, ся. Stick together, better translated. Yeah, here. Мы, шикарные женщины, gorgeous women, должны держаться вместе. We just need to stick together. Any groups, they are just having something in common, and they stick together. Держаться вместе. And the last one, it's так держать, подруга. Подруга here, it's not a female friend, it's just a girl. And, informal way, yeah, to say it. And так держать, keep on going that way. You can encourage anybody like this. You can drop подруга and put так держать. Yeah, well done. Keep going that way. That's it. Thanks for watching.